Hi, this is Cheryl Hazard. So, I was looking up folate and emotional regulation um, for children with learning disabilities. And I found something somebody had written about her son, and he had a lot of behavioral issues, and he was very difficult, and they tried everything, and he had ADHD. And they were pretty frustrated, and it had been a couple of years. And the doctor recommended that they do genetic testing. And they found out that he indeed had a methylation problem due to a gene defect and or a genetic defect. And so they started trying folate on their child, and they had enormous results in improvement in behavior. And so I started thinking about this with my own son about maybe trying folate because my son has ADHD, or at least the school thinks he might have it, and autism, and methylation problems are common in that. Well, then I got to thinking, how many people in the criminal system, people who are in jail, for example, or in juvenile hall, are people who have a disability of some sort and have a methylation defect and would benefit from folate. And I thought, what if that could cut down the crime rate? Because, emotional regulation, problems with emotional regulation include aggression. And so I was thinking if that would calm down the tendency to aggression in, people who have trouble with emotional regulation and a tendency to get into trouble. And so I was thinking maybe that's something that we should be trying. We should be testing to see if there's a genetic component, and not just, were they abused in childhood in a bad environment that they grow up in. It isn't just whether they grew up in it. I think maybe that might be something to check for, is the MT um, MTHFR gene, and to see if there's a mutation. Because, for example, um, somebody who abuses their girlfriend or their wife, they're being violent and they're not controlling themselves while they're controlling their girlfriend. And what they would need to be able to do is control themselves. So I wonder if that would, be helpful in being able to control themselves and to deal with aggression or reducing aggression. Anyway, this is just a thought that I was having. They were saying that, the MTHFR mutation doesn't just, play a role in ADHD and autism. It can play a role in schizophrenia and bipolar disorder as well. So these might be things where, if that defect is dealt with properly with folate, um, it could make a huge difference in the lives of people who have, not only mental illness, but learning disabilities in general. And it might make a big difference in the criminal justice system in reducing crime. And if that could be done, that's pretty darn awesome.